Hello, sweet friends and crafters. This is Carol, and today is the beginning of a series that I am going to do of several different tutorials for the final finished product that I will share with you later. If you care to join me in this project, I have purchased the My Porch Prints Cottage Girls Junk Journaling Kit. I purchased the junk journal kit, the Fussy cuts, and the add-on, all named Cottage Girls. And this, of course, is the Fussy cut kit, and you get several pages of different style girls with flowers. And we're going to use that in this whole project. And I'm going to show you how to use a junk journal, not only to make a junk journal, which I'm going to do, but in other projects as well. And the junk journal kit comes with several different papers as well to coordinate. So you get this like beigey pink and this green, this pretty sheet of paper. There's also a pink gingham and a green gingham, and this pretty sheet of paper, it's all flowers. It's very cottagey. This is another one, and let's see, I need to print out some more papers, which makes it nice. You never run out of paper when you do a digital print. You just print more. And I use the Georgia Pacific cardstock from Walmart, just so you have an idea of what I use. And then for the flowers that you see on top of here, they're kind of clear. I use this type of thing, which you could pick up off of AliExpress. I use a store named Mr. Paper, and you'll find those there. So let me go ahead and show you these waterfalls. I do want to say that I was inspired by Sharmane. She did these beautiful waterfalls with these transparent envelopes, and I love the look of that. It's very delicate, very feminine. So I created my own, and I'm going to show you. I did my little envelopes on these with wax paper. These tiny ones were with glassine bags, and I'll show you that when we get to that. So this is one that can fit into a journal. So even though you don't want to follow along with me with the Cottage Girls, you could make these for your mini albums or for cards or anything. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing, but I'm going to share with you how I put this together. And I used a die. I'm going to show you which one I used. I used this die right here, this shape. You can use whatever you have to make that design on the bottom. I just tape it to the bottom and run it through my machine halfway, and that's it. This is what you get. It's really pretty. So here's how this works, like that. And I did decorate my little pull. I just stamped a stamp that I had here that looked like wispy little garden to go along with this theme. You get a sheet of kind of small girls with the Fussy cuts. Let me see if I have it here. I should. Yes. This is the first sheet in the Fussy cut set of the Cottage Girls. And there's all different shapes, sizes, configurations, and these are really fun to play with. This is what I used in the waterfalls here, and I did cut them down. So I cut their heads off, and you can see right here. And it's so cute. You get little flowers with it, and I used a Tim Holtz leaf die for the background. I had these left over from projects I did for the wedding, And then I just had a little tag die. I'll measure the tag for you so you know what size it is that fits in here. This is 1.5 by 2 3/4. And they just slide in here. Very, very cute. There's that one. There's this one. The girls are adorable. They speak to my heart. They are just darling. I don't know if they'll come out with a little boy set. A little boy set would be nice as well. All right. There's that one. And this one. Really cute. These little pieces right here come from their snippet roll set. I purchased that as well because I knew I would want some backing type of things that were vintagey looking. So I did purchase that set as well. And that's what that is. So let me show you this one here. Really cute. There's that girl. She's so pretty. And it just flips like that. And this is the one we're going to be working on. And it just goes like that. There's that little girl. And I just put a little lace on the bottom envelope because I liked how that looked. And then I made some tiny ones. And these were made with, the junk journal set has a sheet of ephemera that has these little stamps. And I thought, oh, that would be cute in one of these. So it's just a little tag, and I tie it down so that it's not too bulky to stick in a journal. Because I am going to make a journal, but some of these are going to be used for other things. And I just used a little punch that I have. This little one right here. I don't know who makes that. It's like a country style heart. Just put the little hearts on top of some lace right there. This is a lace doily that is from what I made in the background there. It's this right here. That's what I put on the bottom to make this pull, and I'll show you one right here. So all you do is just pull this. Isn't that cute? Just pull it up, and then you just tie that right there. But yeah, the little stamps are cute, and this is just a little 5/8 inch punched right here that I used to make the pull on the stamps. And then this tag is, let's see, this tag is 3 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. And I'm not going to have a tutorial for this, but you can use the basic tutorial that I'm going to share with you today to make this. And the only thing is, today we're going to be making the little pockets for the bigger ones out of wax paper like this. What I used for the little tag is these glassine envelopes. You can get these on eBay, Amazon, or Etsy. This particular one that I used is a 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, and all I did was cut it in half, and I used this little punch on the edge to create that little opening for the little stamp. See that right there? That's all I did, and this is created the same way as what I'm going to teach you. It's just a smaller version. And if you are wanting to make the little pockets, you can with wax paper. That's up to you. I just had those, so I just wanted to use them. And last but not least is this one. And this isn't attached to anything because I'm not sure what this is going to be used in yet, but I did want to make this. And this was made with these right here from Hobby Lobby, the Paper Studio. They are folded cards and envelopes that are 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, which is this right here. And all I did was take the flap on the envelope. You could cut it off. I just glued mine to the back and created this. And I'm not going to show you how to do this one. It's going to be the same basic directions. All you do is cut your paper 4 inches wide, and I did use a 3/4 inch, 3/4 inches between each envelope for this, and did the same thing with cutting the bottom. And this is how she flips. This right here is just some clear washi tape, and these are the girls from the smaller sheet in the Fussy Cut set. And then in each pocket I did the card. You do get these little images that are just this is a perfect size for this card. I don't even know how that happened, but it did. This is in the junk journal kit in the ephemera, and then some more flowers from the kit. And there are 4 of those images, and there are 2 alike of each. So I'll show you this. You get this little girl too. So they fit perfectly in these little envelopes. Perfect for journaling. All right. So let me go ahead and put this aside, and we are going to make this little pocket. Just going to bring things over here. So you're going to need 6 of these little pockets. You can see how the little tag fits in there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 6, but we're gonna make one. I thought I lost one. So what you're going to do is you're going to rip off a sheet of cut right wax paper. This is what I used right here. Just rip off a sheet of that, and then where you have that ripped off edge, you're going to take it to your paper cutter, and it will cut your paper. Just take the smooth side, put it up towards the top of your paper cutter, and go right down and even off the edge. And then you're going to cut a sheet that is 3¼ inches wide. So you're going to have a whole sheet like this. So one of these will make 2 of your pockets. You'll have a little bit left over. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your wax paper and you're going to fold it over. And you need to do it this way because if you try to do the pocket differently with your fold up here, your tag is not going to go in it smoothly. And I know that because I already tried that. So I make it easier to tell you how to do this without having any problems. So go ahead and fold it over, and then go ahead and fold this over, and you want to create a 2-inch pocket. So just fold that over to what you think 2 inches is, and you put your little ruler on there and get 2 inches. The wax paper is very forgiving. I don't have it big enough here. Oh, I went the wrong way. Like this. Put this on top, and that's 2 inches. And just fold it like that. And then you're going to cut it. So you're going to cut it so you have a good size overlap. I need to have mine straight here. Straight and straight. Just cut it so you have an overlap, because that's where you're going to glue it. so you see my overlap. All right, my paper is not very straight here. All right, make sure that's 2 inches again. Yes. All right, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to fold this out, and you're going to make that little thumb hole for your tag. So what I have here is a 1-inch punch, and you're going to take it. Sometimes this works perfectly, sometimes it doesn't. So just a hint. You're going to go ahead and put it about halfway in and punch. And today it worked. If it doesn't, then you just cut along the line it makes. How's that? So go ahead and fold this over. Oh, nice there. Good here. And now we're going to glue it. And I use art glitter glue because I live here in Georgia where there's a lot of humidity. I actually live on the marsh. So that's part of the thing with me living on the marsh is there's a lot of humidity. There's a lot of salt in the air. Things don't last on the, if you're not even, you can just cut that off. And yeah, I live on the marsh, so things don't last outside. Like if you put I had like a cute little wooden bench, cast iron bench outside, and well, the salt gets to it. So what I'm doing here is on the opposite side of where the hole is, so I have that thumb hole here, I'm going to fold up 1/4 of an inch. It's about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch. What you're going to do is you want to make this pocket 2 3/4 inches long. So that's what I'm doing. I'm folding just that up and then measure this 2 3/4 inches. So yeah, that the salt and the humidity and the heat disintegrated the bench actually. Not the iron part, but the wood. So just put a little bit of glue on that, fold it over, and then let's see if this little piece is sticking up. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue in there. All right, so that is the pocket. You've got your pocket made. So it's 2 inch by 2 3/4 inch, and you can see the tag fits in there perfectly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach these to make the waterfall. And you're going to want to make 6. So I have my piece right here. So for this particular project right here, this piece is going to be cut. I have my measurements right here. It's going to be cut at 2 3/4 by 9 3/4. For this project right here, I used craft. I'm not sure what I'm using this in yet, so I just put it in white. All right, so it's going to be 2 3/4 by 9 3/4, and then you're going to use whatever you're going to use dye for the bottom. So all I do for that is, I believe I used this one. We'll see if this was it. No. Is it? No, I used, I'm going to use the next one up. So in my set here, I use the 3rd one up. And all you do is of course, you're going to have this square part right here. All you do is tape that to the bottom like this and run your die cutting machine only up to where you see that, where you can see the paper is anymore. So about halfway. And I do put a few extra sheets. Like I put a stack behind here so it doesn't cut into my paper and look terrible. So I have like, what do I have? Like 4 or 5 sheets of scrap paper. I did put that behind there halfway down so that it didn't press into here and make it look ugly. And this is what you get. All right. So then you're going to take it into your scoreboard and we're going to do the scoring. So you're going to put the straight edge into your scoreboard like this, and you're going to score at, oh, I did this one. Yeah, here we go. You're going to score at 2 1/8, 2 1/2, 2 7/8, 3 1/4, 3 5/8, and at 4. And that seems to be the perfect distance for this particular waterfall. And then once you get it scored, you're going to bend these back and forth. Each of the lines back and forth, because you want them to run smoothly for your waterfall. So work those score lines. So what I do is I just, I go like this and do an accordion fold with them. And then I use my bone folder and I push it down. And then I go on this side and I push it down. And then I fold it the opposite accordion way. That seems to work really well for me. And score it this way really good. And score it this way really good to get those working. All right, so we're going to put this away. Oh, sorry about that. All right, and then you're going to fold it on the first line from the cut edge. Fold it. It's going to go like that. And then we are going to attach all these little pockets on here. So what I do use for this is some score tape. And we're going to put the score tape just below the line a little bit, because you want those pockets to be able to move freely when they're flipping. So I have a 1/4 inch score tape here, and we have to put one below the first line. Forgot that one. So summer is starting here. We just had Memorial Day. Whoops. Sorry about that. We just had Memorial Day, and my husband and I had gone on a cruise on May 15th, and we got back and it was cloudy and windy, and it's been cloudy and raining ever since. I don't know if we're going to have a summer. Our pool is ready and haven't gone in it yet. Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday, it was 52 degrees when I woke up here in Georgia, which is very unusual for this time of year. So we shall see. Okay, so there we have 6 of these with the tape on them. So we're going to start placing our pockets. So make sure that your little thumb hole is to the right. And then line this up and make sure it is nice and straight on the edge before you press it down. Well, before I do that, I forgot to tell you about the piece that you need to make right here. So you're going to cut this from your backing, whatever you use for the back. If it's craft, if you're making exactly what I'm making here, or white, if you're making yours white, your strap is going to be 3/4 inches wide this way. And of course it's 11 inches, but we're going to cut it down. We need to do this first before we put the envelopes. So I just put a little bit of glue on the back here just to steady this, and you're going to put it up about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch up from the bottom. My waterfall is folded in half, as you can see, and just put a little glue there, and then you're going to wrap it around. So just fold it over this way, and I'm going to cut about right there, and I'm going to fold this on the top of it, and I'm going to cut that right there. And all you're going to do is put some glue on there and then just fold like that. So you need to leave the back free, okay? It's all right if it's attached here. So this is how this works. All right, we've got that. All right, now we can take this and put this right on top. And put it just below that line a little bit, because you want this to flow freely. All right, so there's one. I am filming this from my craft room today, and it is raining out, so it's kind of dark. I have like 16, let's see, about 16 windows in here and 2 doors, and it's dark. It should be nice and bright. All right, just put it just below the line. Line them up. I didn't line this one up too good. Just below the line and lined up. And one more. Make sure all your little thumb holes are going in the same direction. I usually line it up on this left side and just down from the top a little bit so it moves. All right, there we have it. And as you can see, all those little pockets are moving. All right, and then whatever tags you want to do to put in there. However you want to decorate this. Like I said, I did do the little girls. You saw that. So what I have here is I have a tag. I'll show you how to put this together in case you want to put one together as well. I do have a little lace for the bottom of this pocket. and that's what I would do. I would put this lace right here, and you probably want to center it. So what I usually do is I usually curve it. I usually cut it with my scissors, and yeah, that's perfect. So what I do is I take this one right here and I'll round it and then go straight up. So I have a nice edge. And same as this side, I'm going to round this and go up. And then you just put some glue on this. And I just take it and put it on the bottom envelope. Like that. Just because I like the way it looks. Really feminine. Okay, so I am not going to fill this with tags. I'm not sure what I'm using this for. But I will show you how I put the tags together for the project you are following along with me. And you're just going to, I cut out a tag. And let me give you the measurements one more time to make sure that you have that. This tag is 2 3/4 inches by 1 1/2. Yes. Okay. So I take some, I'm using brushed corduroy to distress the edges of the tag. And this is the paper from the Cottage Girls Junk Journal kit. And this is a little leaf from Tim Holtz. I had these sage leaves left from the wedding, my son's wedding, so I decided to use them to decorate this. And we're not going to put it towards the edge. We're going to put it towards the back, okay? And we're going to center it. I just put a little glue on there and center it towards the back, okay? And this is the die set I use. This is from AliExpress. If I can find it, I will link it. All right, for the little doily. And then this is one of the little girls, and all I do is find the little girl that I want to use. Say, for instance, this one right here. And to make her fit onto this tag, I just cut. And then I just throw that piece away because I don't know what I could use that for. But it would be kind of cute if I did save these and have them like all lined up, like little legs. You might be able to find something to do it. But anyway, I just cut right there so that she will fit on this tag. So I have one of the little flowers from the mini set, and I do let it hang off the tag a little bit. And I do that because I want the tag to kind of peek out of the pocket a little bit. If you don't want it to do that, then just put it more inside. I want it to peek out of the pocket a little bit. So I'm going to put it right there, just like that. And then I'm going to put this little piece, and this is from the little snippet set, the My Porch Prints snippet roll junk journals set. And I'm just going to put this straight across, just put a little on there, and I'll put it straight across even with the tag like that. And then I'm going to take the little girl, I'm going to put her on top of here like this. And then I need an inspirational saying, and I've already chose this one. This is a sticker. It says, make a difference. And we're going to put that on here, right across the bottom. of this. Isn't that cute? Adorable. And then that would go right into your little glassine bag. And then if you want to put those clear flowers like you see on here, those come from these bags right here. This is Mr. Paper on AliExpress, and just choose, you know, a little flower, and you can put it in the corner like that. I'm just not going to attach that here today because I'm not sure what I'm doing with this little waterfall yet. These I know. This one not yet, but I'll have this one ready for whenever I make something that it can attach into. So that is my tutorial today. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope this was inspiring and that you will craft along with me as I create my projects. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for joining me today. Remember to sprinkle kindness like confetti wherever you go. And until next time, happy crafting.